Governor is now coming. Please let me get you to stand up to welcome the Governor of Lagos State and the Minister of Education, Dr. Olatunji Alausa.
Lagos to the world, ladies and gentlemen, the Governor of Lagos State. The Governor of Lagos State. Ìgboro nìyẹn wò. Àwa lọ́lọ́run fún. Honorable Minister. Thank you, Lagos to the world. I don't know about you. There are two states in Nigeria, Lagos State and
others.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Huh? You're recording it? Okay, thank you so much. Excellency, Governor of Lagos State, thank you for coming. Thank you for being part of history.
Well,
we're glad to have you here today. The federal, at one point, Federal Minister for Health, one of our members that were part of the commission to Nigeria, proud of state as the Federal Commissioner for Health. At least we have Federal Medical Center in Ekpe now. And we have it all over Nigeria. And, okay, the national anthem first. All right, before I do the introduction. Okay, sorry if I breached the protocol. You know I'm an American now. All right, the national anthem, ladies and gentlemen.
We hail thee, our native land, though tribe and tongue, for in brotherhood we stand. I'm glad to serve our motherland.
What about the pledge? God bless all of you. Thank you. American National Anthem.
What so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air.
God bless America, God bless Nigeria. I know Nigeria one day we shall be great.
You are great already.
Oh yeah, please grab a seat. Please grab a seat, ladies and gentlemen. Grab a seat. Please, I want you to sit down, please. Mr. Masha, please grab a seat. Everybody should sit down. Everyone should please sit down. We're still expecting more guests. While we welcome our governor, thank you, the Honorable Governor, for being here. I'd like to please grab a seat, please. I'd like please grab a seat. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Shola, have everybody to please take a seat. Let everybody sit down.
Please,
Arowolo,
let all of us sit down.
Please grab a seat.
And let's try to maintain some quiet, please. We can get this session started.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Lagos State, I want to thank you for being here today. Your presence here, no doubt, is a testament to the love and the commitment that you have for our state, and of course, to the partnership we've been able to forge over the years with Eco Club International. Just like I've always told you, our job here is to showcase Lagos State as the tiniest, yet the most powerful, largest commercial center in the entire world. The gateway to the African economy. The small state is the weight of the entire nation. The melting pot. Lagos is a poem. Lagos is a bold experiment, ladies and gentlemen. Its lines are written in expanded road network, transportation system, green line, yellow line, blue line, orange line, red line. The only state that has that, made possible by our young governor. Of course, part of the blueprint of Lagos State. And this is not the first time we're having this. So I've always told you, Lagos is a tradition. It's a way of life. It is a culture. And all Lagosians in diaspora, we do have a role to play in the overall development of our community. And that is why a forum like this gives us that opportunity not only to showcase the strength that we have in our state, but to see if every one of you can be part of it. So His Excellency, thank you for being here. It's been a journey of 25 years. You were part of us when we started. He was with us. He was not the governor then. That would tell you how we have metamorphosed. Dr. Olatunji Alausa was a doctor finding his way in the US. Today is the Federal Minister for Health. Education. It was health. And you see, as a minister for state, I have never seen a minister for state that had so many life-changing accomplishments under him like Dr. Tunji Alausa. I am telling you. There was a time a lot of people, they are sitting here now, they were accusing me that was Dr. Tunji Alausa the only minister for health? Why is it that our platform was only promoting him? I said, because it's not only that he's from Ekpe, but he was doing a wonderful job. So His Excellency, Dr. Tunji Alausa, we thank you for being here today. May God continue to be with you. the love and the support that you have for Lagos State will continue to flourish. May God be with you. A round of applause for our governor and Dr. Tunji Alausa. So I think this concludes my introduction. Abby? I didn't hear your applause now. Hey, Patewo now. All right. Also, I did earlier on recognize our Dr. Fagbamila, Hussein Fagbamila, who is the senior legislative aide to my namesake, the third most powerful person in Nigeria, the Speaker of the House of the Representatives, Alhaji Tajuddin Abbas, fourth largest person in Nigeria, is TJ Abbas. I'm also TJ Abbas. Share the same stage. When he was appointed as the Speaker, people were calling me congratulations. I said, why are you congratulating me? When he was elected, yes, as a Speaker, they were calling me congratulating me. I said, look, how can you congratulate me? I'm not even a councillor for my ward. Talk less of becoming the Speaker. So thank you so much, Dr. Fagbamila, for coming. God bless you. And for your information, the Speaker called this morning. He said he has pledged undisclosed amount handsomely towards funding our projects. So I just want you to know that. So on that note, let me hand over to our rising stars in the Co-Club International, B.P. Daniels, Dr. Famuide, to take it from there. God bless you.
Thank you very much, Honorable TJ Abbas. On behalf of the Club International, we thank you so much for what you do, how you stepped your neck out with everything, and how you've carried on your shoulder this far. This convention has taken so much toll because of your contributions and your nightless and sleepless night. We thank you again for this evening. Again, I want to apologize on behalf of the organization and the committee for starting this event late. But where we are, I think we are at a good start, and we are going to push things forward. The session this morning is the economic session, and we'll be talking about forging connection with top decision makers in Nigerian government and business alongside US stakeholders to unlock new ventures, particularly as regards to Lagos State. As Honorable TJ Abbas has said, Lagos is bigger than Hong Kong, if I can say that authoritatively. It is just that we have not given ourselves the accolade that we deserve, and we know that that is who we are. In addition to that, Lagos is life compared to anywhere in the world, and no matter where we go, Eko, well, I am going to call on my president. Sorry, the convention declaration is the next thing that we're going to do now. I will be calling on the chairman of the convention, Honorable Wallace Jimson. You will know him in a minute. He's a very soft-spoken man, but carries a lot in his shoulders. He has transformed within the past 6 months. The convention committees can allude to that, but he'll be here to share a few things with us and welcome us to this event. Honorable Wallace Jimson from Baton Rouge chapter, we welcome you to the podium, sir. From Eco Club, Louisiana. Please give a round of applause, please.
Blessings. Blessings. Good afternoon, distinguished guests. His Excellency Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, distinguished politicians on the high table. It's my pleasure welcoming you here today. Sorry. It is with profound joy and heartfelt gratitude that I welcome you to this momentous occasion, the 25th anniversary celebration of Eco Club International. Today we gather not only to celebrate milestone, but to honor a movement, a legacy of unity, service, cultural pride that has flourished for a quarter of a century. We are especially honored by the presence of the governor himself and all the politicians here today, the commissioners, the ministers. We thank you very much for coming. Your leadership and commitment to diaspora engagement continue to inspire us. Your presence reaffirmed the enduring bond between our homeland and its sons and daughters abroad. We also extend a warm welcome to the representative of the state of New Jersey, whose support for multicultural communities and civic partnership has helped create a thriving environment for organizations like ours. Your collaboration strengthens our mission and amplifies our impacts. Equic Club International has long stood as a bridge connecting generations, cultures, and continents. Through education, healthcare advocacy, and cultural preservation, we have built communities that thrive both in Nigeria and across the diaspora. This year's theme, Bridging Generation and Building Communities, is not just a slogan, it's our living legacy. To our leaders, thank you for laying the foundation. To our youth, thank you for carrying the torch forward. And to our partners and sponsors, your belief in our vision fuel our journey. Let this convention be a time of reflection, reconnection, and renewal. May it inspire us to continue building communities rooted in heritage, driven by purpose, and united by hope. Welcome to ECR I-25. Welcome to a celebration of legacy and leadership. Welcome to a future we shape together. Thank you, and let the festivity begin. Praise, blessings.
Thank you, my chairman. It's been a journey. It's been a lot of work behind the scene. It's been a lot of bickering, togetherness, but in unity, we're standing here today. It's my pleasure to call on the leader of this organization, the man that has steered the boat and the ship of this organization to this day, the man standing tall on the shoulders of giants that has kept the organization going, the man that stands tall even in the midst of turbulence. The 3 to 4 years has been challenging, but he has standing strong. It's a pleasure that I'm going to call on my president, Honorable Alhaji Saheed Olushi, to the podium.
Blessings, everyone. Are you excited to be here? Thank you very much. It is with great pleasure that I stand before you today. This has been long coming, and we have worked really hard for this day. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to see all of you. Your Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented here today. Your Excellency, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, Executive Governor of Lagos State, Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Alausa. Distinguished representatives of the federal government of Nigeria, honorable ministers and commissioners, royal fathers and esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you all. I stand corrected, my apologies. I also would like to recognize our speaker in absentia, Honorable T.J. Abbas. Ably represented by Dr. Kenny. Thank you very much. On behalf of the Board of Trustees and the Executive Council, as well as the entire membership of Eco Club International, it's my profound honor to welcome you to the economic section of our 25th anniversary celebration. Today is more than just a milestone to our organization. It is a celebration of the enduring spirit of Lagos State and the limitless possibilities that lies ahead. We began by expressing our deepest appreciation to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whose visionary leadership continues to inspire economic renewal and national unity. As the architect of modern Lagos, President Tinubu laid the foundation for the bold reforms and resilient institutions that have made Lagos a model of governance and enterprise. And the ongoing reforms at the national level are charting a sustainable path for Nigeria's growth. Lagos State, our very own Lagos State, stands as a dynamic hub of commerce and culture, a city, a state that never sleeps, a state that never ceases to inspire. With its strategic location, bustling ports, vibrant talent pool, and forward-thinking governance, Lagos remains Nigeria's economic powerhouse and a gateway for global investors seeking a foothold in Africa's most exciting market. Your Excellency, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, we commend you and your exceptional team for your visionary leadership, your Themes Plus development agenda, bold infrastructure investments, commitment to digital innovation, and unwavering dedication to security. Your unwavering dedication to security and ease of doing business have positioned Lagos State as a beacon of progress across the continent, as a matter of fact, across the globe. The steady growth in transportation networks, improved urban planning, and pro-business policies are a testament to the land work of your administration and its relentless pursuit of a Lagos that works for all. Eco Club International is proud to complement this vision. Over the past quarter century, we have forged strong partnerships with the Lagos State government, from our acclaimed biennial medical missions that serve thousands across local communities, to community health initiatives, educational support programs, and infrastructure-focused outreach. These collaborations underscore a shared belief that when public institutions and civic organizations like Eco Club International works hand in hand, we multiply impact and create lasting change. As we open this economic session, ladies and gentlemen, let us seize this opportunity to explore fresh pathways to investment, innovation, and inclusive growth. I am confident that the conversations today will not only showcase the vast potential of Lagos State, but also spark connections that will translate into tangible economic opportunities. To all distinguished guests and partners, I thank you for gracing this occasion with your presence and your commitment to a prosperous Lagos State and Nigeria. Together, we can make a difference, not only for our club and our state, but for generations to come. Once again, welcome to the 25th anniversary economic session of Oko Club International.
Please give me a round of applause, please. We can do better than that, please. The past president will tell us that it's not easy to carry this organization. And for a man to survive 4 years of easy highs, goodness, joy, fun, loving, affection, please give a round of applause again, please. Well, we're right at the purpose of the next session that we're here, the economic session. Your Excellency, the Governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, Honorable Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, representative of the Speakers of the National Assembly, representative of speakers, the Speaker of Lagos State House of Assembly, NERA executives, and other top dignitaries here. Again, we appreciate and honor you for being here on this session. This session is meant to connect with you and whatever is going on in Lagos, and how we in the diaspora can plug into what is going on. You have stretched us the hand to come in, but you are also going to give us the path to walk in. And I know at the end of this session, we're going to get a lot out of this. This session is going to be hosted by one of us that Honorable T.J. Abbas called the rising star into ECI. This young lady has been a pillar in a chapter. And somewhere, somehow, ECI is plugging into that talent that she brings to the table. She is a very resourceful woman. And until maybe a few days before now, she wasn't even sure this session was going to take place. But ECI always tell her, we know how we do our things here. We never fail. It will happen. Again, thank you for all you put in and believing in us. Today, I'm going to introduce this young lady. She's a senior artificial intelligence engineer with Amazon. She's the author, public speaker, a community advocate, and a very strong leader within the Youth Forum. It is my pleasure that I'm going to call Honorable Adebimpe Daniels to the podium to take up the next session. Please give her a round of applause, please. You will enjoy her much more than this morning.
I want to, first of all, honor the existing protocols as we say it in Nigeria. And I don't want to stand behind the podium because I want this to be interactive and be different. Because this is something that is very passionate. I'm very passionate about it. It's dear to my heart. Good afternoon, sir, the distinguished President, Executive Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Alausa, and all of my fathers and mothers on this high table. I'm very privileged to be in the middle of all of you. Now, my name is Adebimpe Daniels, and I'm just a girl born in the middle of Lagos Island. I am also the direct descendant of Obamusa Adeneji Adele. And I am, if you know me, I'm very passionate about my state, Eko. Eko is not just state, it's not just a geography. It is a lifestyle. It is a lifeline. It is a rhythm. It is in the blood. Every day I wake up, I'm not afraid to code switch back to my origin. So okay. So what I do for a living, I'm an AI engineer with Amazon. And earlier this year, I hosted Dr. Laos in DC to see how we will use AI solutions to change and impact the face of our nation. And what I do daily when I work with executives, I see a lot of data that tell a story. And the story is that African is not just wasting to be added anything anymore. We are rising. We have the capital talents. We are not just a number, a connection of people with disparate, wonderful, innovative ideas. If you don't know, in America, Nigerians are the highest, most educated ethnic group. And that is not by accident, it's by design. And at the heart of that is Lagos. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, we are excellent all across the board. Fashion, education, commitment, resilience, collaboration, name it all. Eko, couldn't buy it. So when Otumba TJ called on me to design something for the nation, one thing I noticed is that Nigeria has so many hidden gems in the diaspora. I've been here almost 20 years. And one of my passions, not only to build, but also to build and give back to the continent that brought me up. I was born in the middle of that chaos. I grew up on Lagos Island. And I'm so proud because everything that was handed onto me is what I use every day of my life. And I'm proud to be a product of that country. So today we are not just having the panelists speaking, we are going to have a meaningful conversation that forges connection and unlocks new ventures. The whole purpose is how do we leverage and build bridges across the diaspora and our homeland, because that is still our home. And we have the resources, we have the human power, we have all it takes to really build. And people are here, they don't know many things. You don't know what you don't know. But what we know is that we have the people can give us really mention something that is really caught in my heart. Let's go. Apologies. Okay. Lagos is facing some dilution and erosion. We have to acknowledge that. And it's not the Lagos that I was born into. Our culture and heritage is constantly under pressure from the erosion of other immigrants. I remember when I was in primary school, and my lesson teacher would go and ask my father, where is my state of origin? And I'll go to my dad and he'll tell me, oh, you're so from Komobanie. I go back and tell my teacher, and she said, you can't share anybody. Yeah, and I will go back to my dad. I said, Daddy, Daddy said, no, tell her. This is our home. Even though we are very admissible to foreigners, immigrants, and that is why Lagos is the largest economy in the whole of Africa. It's not by accident. We bring everybody together, and that's what America does very well, bringing the largest pool of talents, innovators, and all of the resources down so that we can build a nation. Because at the end of the day, we are all one Nigeria. But it's very disrespectful people come into that country or state and tell you the indigenous know what it belongs to nobody. No, Lagos belongs to some people. And we are proud to be those people. Now, I have so many of my fathers here that are going to make a lot of points. The theme of this economic session is Africa Rising, Diaspora Relation, Global Perception, which is very important, and then the Lagos Advantage, because Lagos is the crown jewel of the whole of Nigeria. So how can we improve on what we already built? And I must really commend the governor. I see a lot of your work on Instagram. I follow you passionately. Every day, I'm so proud to be a Lagosian because of what you do. The way you transform the face of the transportation, the train, even though I've not experienced it personally, I just thought that was, and I see comments, people keep saying, oh, can you be the governor of my state? And that is a lot of pride to us here, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for doing that. I will kick it off by giving it to Madam Abike Dabiri, who is the chairman of the, I believe, the Diaspora Relations Committee. She will commence with her session, and we will pass it along appropriately. After each session, I want this to be interactive. It's supposed to be a town hall. So what we would do is we have some pen and papers over there. If you have a question, just go in there and write your question and to be passed to us where we will help fill that question to the appropriate speaker. Thank you so much, Honorable Dabiri. Thank you, ma'am.
Let's give it up for Adebinkwe for that, for warming us up to what I'm sure will be a great event. Your Excellency, our governor, my governor, the governor that makes us all so proud, Governor, Mr. Blue Line, Green Line, Red Line, Mr. Infrastructure, Mr. Deep Sea Port, Mr. Everything. Mr. Please, let's appreciate our governor once more. Honorable Minister of Health, we all see, and former Minister of Health. And when we talk about diaspora rising, I'll tell you why Lagos, really, you should not carry last in this diaspora thing. Yeah. When we go into the conversation, I'll tell you what Dr. Lausa has done. He knew what to do. He hit the ground running. He's the first minister to introduce the Diaspora Bridge, which is a bridge between the diaspora and those in the education sector. So a lot for us in Lagos. Let me pay my respect and compliments to our father, Chief Amu Ekason, sir, and you're welcome, sir. Speaker of the House, represented by my sister, how are you? Former Speaker of Lagos State House of Assembly, you're most welcome. M.O., Dr. Randall. Our Consul General is here. We haven't even been mentioned. Consul General, stand up, let them see you. Consul General all the way from New York. You won't get your passports today if you don't clap for him. No passports for you. Thank you very much, Dr. Abbas. And like she said, interact. And we're talking diaspora here, Africa rising, and the role you have to play in ensuring that Lagos takes its position, particularly in the issue of diaspora. When she was speaking, she said, oh, everywhere I go, I'm so proud to be a Nigerian. We are the best in the world. Here in America, you are the most educated immigrants anywhere in the world. Everybody says it. The best doctors, nurses, professionals in the diaspora. And guess what? That percentage, Lagos takes the major percentage. Let's give it to ourselves. What can we do to take advantage of the diaspora phenomenon as a Lagosian? Now, you heard Mr. Cardoso not too long ago, $600 million remittances in 1 month. It has never happened before. And that's because by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. $20 billion remittances from you, the diaspora, is not a joke. And yes, please, let's clap for you, the diaspora. And we have in the last 6 years come up with the diaspora housing scheme, where the mortgage scheme, where you can get 50 million naira mortgage to own your own homes in Nigeria. It's a scheme introduced on administration for you, the diaspora. A lot of you come and say, you know what, I wanted to buy a house. I gave my brother, he stole the money. We want that to be a thing of the past. We have a platform where you can easily own your own homes directly, no third party. Then there's a renewed home housing scheme under this administration, where again, every state has a diaspora housing scheme. You can buy your homes from the comfort of wherever you are in the world without a third party. All that information we'll put on the website for Eco Club so you can benefit from what is going on. We also have the data portal for you in the diaspora. Let's know where you are, what you're doing. There's a link, just register, so that if Governor Sanwo-Olu is looking for the best gynecologist, just punches the portal and he knows it's somebody from Eco Club International. And a lot is going on in the diaspora. But let me congratulate you for your biennial convention. And again, Lagos is playing host to a lot of things. Now, more than ever before, the diaspora, they're coming home. And you are bringing your friends. You all know about Dirty December, don't you? I mean, and where did they come to? Again. And it is not by accident. It's been work in progress from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to Governor Sanwo-Olu. You know, to Lagos because that's just where to go. And it's going to get even bigger. Better infrastructure is happening. Things are happening in Lagos. So you, our diaspora, I don't want you to lose out of it. Now, I told you about the programs we have for you. For medical, for the doctors, for everybody, they are professionals. But for education, there's a Diaspora Bridge program, which has just been introduced by no other than Dr. Tuji Alausa, a Lagosian, a diaspora. Who knew? Who knew exactly what to do? When they got into office, we had a lot of meetings, and the next day he came up with this fantastic program, which you also should key into. You know, we have created a bridge for you, between you, the diaspora, and your home country, particularly Lagos. So you have no more excuses. You know what we can do? You need to bring your talents back home. I'm not saying pack your bags and come home, but be a part of the progress and development of Lagos. Adebinkwe said something. She said she has not entered that train. Why not? Why not? You have to back and in Lagos, right? In Lagos, so you can be a part of that train that you have not entered. It's been on for a while now. So my encouragement to you is that you need to. I know most of you do, but you need to come back home and at least spend your time and invite your friends. I said 30 African Americans weeks ago. They said to me, Nigeria, your story is not being told. Why is it that when people come back to Nigeria, they come back and say that, why didn't we come a long time ago? That's the message we get. Why did we come a long time ago? So you, the diaspora, you have a role to play in marketing your state and in marketing your country. Now, talking about Africa rising at the diaspora, you know the number one reason why we all should be happy? Because the president himself is a diasporan. And under his administration, many things are happening in Nigeria. I'm sure you hear more about that later. The economic reforms are ongoing. A lot of things are happening. And you, the Lagosians, you should not be left behind. And also, most importantly, that there are programs specifically for you. In Lagos State, for instance, we have the Diaspora Agency. Now, Governor Sanwo-Olu is one of the governors that has created an agency for the diaspora. Every state has, but he has an agency for the diaspora. So when you have any problem, you don't have to look for him or me. Where's Jermaine? That's our focal, diaspora focal person. So you want to, anything in Lagos, we have an agency for the diaspora. And then programs for you, the diaspora. What are the complaints? Passports. Now, under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we have the contactless passport. You sit in the comfort of your homes, you apply for your passport, and you get them. If there are any challenges, talk to us. And even to open your account, now the non-resident BVN. I know you know about that. So your BVN, all the complaints of, oh, we have to travel. You don't have to travel. Under the renewed up agenda, you can easily get your BVN from the comfort of your homes. So without talking too much, I just want to say that a lot is happening in Nigeria, in Lagos State. You, the diaspora, you should not be left behind. Don't let the train leave you behind. Nigerians at home, we say Lagos is rising. Lagos will continue to rise, but Lagos cannot rise alone without the enormous talents and brains and be about progress. Let this conversation be about taking practical steps to do something back home. Let this conversation be about saying that we are the best anywhere in the world, but let's be the best back home. Let's do something for Lagos, where we all come from. Let's do something for our country, where we all come from. And most importantly, we must ensure President Bola Ahmed Tinubu succeeds in every sense of the word as our president and also a Lagosian. So you have a role to play. The platform is there. The structure is there. Nothing would hold us back but ourselves. So as we do this, we know that together, Nigeria will rise to where it truly belongs, the top of the mountain. And we will get there. With your support, with what we are doing. Thank you, Eco Club International. And by the way, I know that women are contesting in your election tomorrow. And I also know that, no, you know. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you for giving women the platform to contest. I also know that Ikorodu is contesting for vice president and president. Most emulate Eco Club International. Having done this for 6 years, we find that there's so much infighting amongst groups and associations. Your challenges, but the most important thing is what binds you together. The Lagos spirit, the Lagos dream to succeed, the Lagos determination that you're going to be the best everywhere you are. I wish you all the very best, and I'm so proud of what you're doing. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. A new development. Tell those people outside for the passport renewal, whatever it is, to please hold on. The ambassador will be coming to speak to them. We'll find something to have already discussed with the ambassador. It's going to be coming out momentarily. Honorable Abike, thank you for that beautiful speech. Quite inspiring.
Thank you, Honorable Abike. Like I told you yesterday, you are one of my greatest icons. You've existed for over 20 years in the media, and there's no one bad thing I ever read about you. All has been excellent. So flying the Lagos flag and also the code. Thank you, ma. So I do have some. Yeah, the girl code. Ikorodu is not the leader, it's Lagos Island. Lagos has the largest GDP in the whole of Nigeria. Think about it. Okay, we'll talk about that later. So, Honorable Abike, I do have some questions for you. Someone asked, can we listen to this please? So, thank you. Someone asked, why is there age limit for the mortgage scheme for diasporans? Is that even true? Age limit?
No, there's no age limit. Why did you say age limit? But let me tell you how to operate. You're supposed to contribute for 6 months, I think $100 or $200, to show that you're earning your wages and it is consistent. So there's no age limit. But after 6 months, then you're entitled to the loan once you qualify. There's no age limit. Thank you.
I will make sure we share that information as a follow-up on our website and also all other media platforms. Someone also asked, last question actually, is it possible to build a community just for diasporans that have all amenities and security, especially electricity?
Well, Governor has answered. He said Jermaine is working on one. However, Jermaine, let us see you now. You are just come, my personal person. No, but really, I have 2 ways to answer that question. One, when we started what you call the Diaspora city, some said, please clap for Jermaine. If you want land in Lagos State, better clap for him. Just quickly to answer that question, 2 ways to look at it. When we started what we call the diaspora cities, some people said, do you want them to target us? They would just say, I want diaspora and Elosibe. So there are 2 ways to look at it. In Abuja, there's the diaspora 10 hectares of land, give it to the diaspora. We're working on it. Where you can come, just apply and you get it without any third party, without any interest, without any mago. So I think we're a stage where every community in Nigeria is getting to that stage where you have your solar, you have things done. In Lagos, we have several places where there's electricity all the time, Jeremy, right? But however, indeed, the governor has approved that there should be allocation. Am I supposed to announce it, sir? Anyway, what matters is that you can easily get your own allocation. There's a place you register. There's a place you go to. Jermaine is in charge of that. He hasn't given me mine, but it's okay. So, Jermaine, you want to say something?
Yes, sir. Very much. Blessings. I want you to give a resounding round of applause, a standing ovation, and a Coke Club bossa to the most diaspora-centric, diaspora-focused, diaspora-energized and loving governor in the whole of the world, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. This is the governor, bossa. Bossa. From his cabinet to agencies, he has appointed diasporans, and greater things are coming for the diaspora. Yes. This is the governor that also provided 50 housing units for a club members in the Gbogbo Bayeku areas. He has done a lot. The Lagos State Diaspora Real Estate Desk that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu so gracefully envisioned is there to take care of your housing needs. In collaboration with the Lagos State Lands Bureau, we are here to support you, whatever you need. We're also working on a scheme, Lagos Diaspora Villas in Badagry, for you to come back home and have a home in Lagos. Celebrate this governor. He will say much about the great thing he's going to do. Thank you, Mr. Governor.
So just to answer that question is the fact that you have no more excuses to say, I don't want to buy a house. You have no excuses, and we expect all of you to invest in Lagos and to contribute your quota. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ma. We do have to move. We don't have enough time. I will give the ambassador, Jide, just 5 minutes, sir. Respectfully, sir, so that we can move to the other speakers, sir.
Let me join the phone. Blessings. Okay, I feel at home. Your Excellency, Olu, the governor of your state, Your Excellency, sir, the Honorable Minister of Education,
Engineer, what's going on with mics today? This is unacceptable. Please, can you give one that works? The governor cannot be speaking with this kind of mic, please. I think it's working now.
Your Excellency, allow me to introduce someone who has 3 titles. He didn't earn these titles on the street. He actually served governments to actually earn these titles. He is a distinguished senator, a former honorable minister, former ambassador. His Excellency Musiliu Obanikoro, please put your hands together for him. He was one of us.
Ladies and gentlemen, NEPA is back. It is gratifying to join you at this. Lagosians and friends of Lagos across the globe. Let me therefore from the outset congratulate the vibrant people of Lagos, history, traditions, and culture you proudly present are celebrated. Permit me to say, without prejudice, that you can almost tell the Lagosian the first time you meet him or her. And no matter how they try to hide identity, there's this natural swagger that easily points out that these are Lagosians. This is not pride, but a Lagos spirit without apology. New York and London, Lagos provides you with a platform to turn challenge into opportunities. It is Silicon Valley, financial hub, a tourist destination, and a gateway to the West African investment. Whether enterprise or entertainment, Lagos continues to build. The rising diaspora relations, global, and the Lagos apt and strategic. It is the very essence of what the city of represents in promoting the potential of the state, raise narratives about Africa and partnerships globally. Eco Club International has for 25 years served as an example of how diaspora organizations can preserve cultural heritage, promote community development, mobilize resources for the betterment of Lagos and Nigeria at large. For this, I commend your leadership, your members, and your supporters who kept this vision alive. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as Consul General, I am pleased to underscore the consular services under President Bola's renewed hope agenda. Innovations, efficiency, and accessibility are key drivers of his administration. To NIN enrollment in digital platforms, our goal is to serve Nigerians in the diaspora with greater speed, transparency, and dignity. At the heart of this agenda is a commitment to modernize service delivery, enhance efficiency, and expand accessibility for every Nigerian in the diaspora. We are, however, not unmindful of the frustrations our citizens have to endure in the past. From long waiting times to bureaucratic bottlenecks to limited access to essential services. This is why we have deliberately embraced reforms that can bring government closer to the people. From streamlining passport issuance and decentralizing NIN enrollment to upgrading our digital platforms, while our quarterly town hall meetings have continued to bring the consulate closer to the communities and corporate bodies for service delivery. To ease the burden of travel for our people, has intensified its intervention exercises, mobile consular services directly to the communities at our jurisdiction. This is to demonstrate our determination for an inclusive and people-centered service. Our vision is clear and is to ensure the access to consular services is no longer a burden to Nigerians, and consulate will always serve as a launchpad for our communities to promote investment opportunities in Nigeria. I encourage you to continue to be Nigeria's image makers and be good ambassadors of your country by respecting the laws of the land and getting involved in community development projects. Let me assure you that the Consulate General in New York remains open, responsive, and committed to working with the diaspora organizations such as yours to advance our shared goals. On this historic occasion, I warmly congratulate Eco Club International at 25, and may this be the beginning of a journey of greater strength, unity, and service to humanity. Eco Onibajeo. God bless Eco International. God bless Lagos State. I thank you for your kind attention.
Thank you, Ambassador. We do have to move. Also, to talk a little bit about how his policies are.
One, two. Hello, 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 hello.
All right. This is better. Can you imagine? The man from Nigeria. Nigerian technology. Jermaine Sanwo-Olu. Thank you so much. Devil is a liar. So, well, let me let you know, we want everybody to be seated, please. When the minister is about to speak, we want everybody to be seated. We have recognized our Senator, Musili Obanikoro. We have recognized our former speaker. We have recognized our minister. We have recognized the Speaker of the House of Representatives, represented by our legislative aide, and of course, the governor and the president. The speech of his president will be delivered by the governor. And I want you to know that this is a structured program. I know people have a lot of questions to ask. Let's wait until the end of our presentation to ask whatever questions that we want to ask. And also members of the I table, we will give them an opportunity. Maybe it's just 1 minute. How can you bring Bashorun J.K. Rando from Nigeria to this event and not allow him to speak? That is his forte. That is his forte. His mantra is to deliver speech. So, sir, we'll give you an opportunity to say 1 or 2 things. Former speaker, you say something. Senator Musili Obanikoro, you say something. Of course, Dr. Amuwo, Professor Amuwo, will say 1 or 2 things. We thank you for the journey. I remember 25 years ago, we were all there. Dr. Nuruddin Ilokoko, of blessed memory. We started this journey together. Thank God, God has bestowed upon you wonderful health to witness this occasion. So who is the next speaker? Ladies and gentlemen, please give our Federal Minister for Education, former Federal Minister for Health, a member of Eco Club International Legations of Chicago, who has led so many medical missions in the past, a successful medical doctor in diaspora. It's a true story of Lagosians in diaspora making an impact. Our brother, ladies and gentlemen, Ekpebon, Chicago raised. Chicago raised. Dr. Maruf Tunji Alausa in the house.
Thank you. Let me begin by saying blessings. Blessings. Today is a great day. But before I start, let me recognize Hamebo, a performing governor, one of the illustrious citizens of Lagos State, the governor that never sleeps. His entire commitment is to the 30 million people of 30 million Lagosians. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, thank you for all you do for our people, for our state, and you know how I think about you, and I'm talking to you from the heart. You're representing our father, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. Our gathering here today, we have to be thankful to Almighty Allah and to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who in his vast wisdom is always ahead of anybody around him. About 25 years ago, just after I became governor, he called two people, Otumba Oje Lawal and Otumba Tijabas, and he challenged them. I need you to form Eco Club International. They took that challenge with all immunity, and Eco Club International was formed. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's friend, Professor Shavde Amuwo, stood at the forefront, supporting them. And let us also recognize Dr. Nuruddin Olopopo, his blessed memory, for all his work. And I'll tell you, for the entire 8 years that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was Lagos State Governor, he attended every single convention of Eco Club. He never missed one. Even after finishing, when he became Governor Emeritus, I think the succeeding 4 or 5 years, he was always present. And the first convention was held in Houston. And I'll tell you, whatever you wish, you pray for. Now, at that time, Governor Bola Ahmed Tinubu, then Governor, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu arranged the visit. When he was coming for the first convention, he went to Enron for the independent power plant. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was 30 years ahead of his time. But President Obasanjo then thwarted the effort of independent power plant. 15, 20 years after, that was the part Nigeria went to. And I remember, if anybody of you, if you've seen a video that trended in the last 3 days, about in the last week, Alhaji Sikiru Ayinde Barrister performed at the gala on Saturday. Guess what he said? When President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was dancing, he said, President Lola. That was 25 years ago. Today, we're making that history. It's a realization. We thank the President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for his benevolence, for his fervent support of people of Lagos State, and what he's doing for the country today. Thank you, Mr. President. Let me also recognize the Director General of NIDCOM for your untiring effort in galvanizing the diaspora population. And at this point, I'm going to change the protocol, reverse it a little bit. I need to recognize our elder statesman, Lagosian, Professor Shavde Amuwo. You've also been present at every single Eco Club event. Thank you for your leadership, thank you for your support, and thank you for your mentorship. I also would like to recognize our uncle, Bashir J.K. Randu. Please let's give me a round of applause. And also, the former senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, former minister, former chairman, a grassroots politician who stayed focused and consistent to the cause of Lagos State, Senator Musliu Obanikoro. And also the former Speaker of Lagos State, Speaker Yemi Kuforoji. You and I were talking a few months ago. What you did when LASU was going down as a speaker. Today, if anybody goes to LASU today, LASU is like one of the first generation university, amazing university. And let me also report the most recent data. Today, Lagos State University is the most sought after university in Nigeria. Almost 80,000 people applied. And also, I'll use that also to recognize the good work that our Governor Sanwo-Olu is doing for our people. To the president of Eco Club, Mr. Said Olusi, congratulations for hosting another successful convention. And also, let me recognize the Consular General, Nigeria Consular General in New York, Ambassador Abubakar Jida. Thank you. And also, specifically, I need to recognize people that have worked so hard in the last 20-something years to get Eco Club to where it is today. I'm sorry I won't be able to go through the entire list. I'll use them as point of reference to everyone here. You have all contributed in one way or the other to the success of this organization. Your tireless work in arranging medical mission in Nigeria, all your outreaches, all your investments, and all your philanthropy. The people of Lagos State appreciate your gesture, and more importantly, our President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, appreciates you. Let me particularly use Mr. Larry Ojo, Alhaji Zainuddin Popola as point of reference to other members of Eco Club that I'm not able to mention today. And also, I would like to recognize several dignitaries from Lagos State government, the Commissioner for Health, Professor Abayomi, the Commissioner for Information Technology, Mr. Tubosun Alake, other illustrious son of Lagos State, Air Vice Marshal Ladi Smith, Honorable Pellegrino, Alaji Farm, and let me particularly recognize the SLA to the namesake, the Speaker of the House, Speaker Tajuddin Abbas, and now to my fellow Eco Club members. Where Lagosians, please raise your hand. Where are the Lagosians in the house? Lagosians in the house. Lagosians in the house. Please raise your hand. Lagosian in the house. And now it's with profound honor to stand before you today at this historic 25th anniversary of Eco Club International under the theme African Rising, Diaspora Relations, Global Perception, and the Nigeria Advantage. I've been invited to speak on a subject that lies at the very heart of our nation, our continent's future. Education as the foundation for Africa's future. I do so with humility and with deep gratitude to His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, whose renewed hope agenda has redefined education as the cornerstone of Nigeria's human capital development, national progress, and economic growth. No nation can rise above the quality of its education. For Africa to claim the future, education must be the bedrock upon which we build prosperity, innovation, peace, and sustainability. This is why Nigeria, under the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, visionary leadership, has placed education at the center of our national renewal, backed by an unprecedented increase in budgetary allocation to that sector, firmly laying our priorities squarely at the feet of education as a pathway to nation's development and economic prosperity. At the Ministry of Education, the renewed agenda of Mr. President in the education sector is encapsulated to the Nigeria Education Sector Renewal Initiative. This is a once-in-a-generation transformative initiative for a holistic overall of our education system, from foundational learning to advanced research. The flagship Nigeria Education Sector Renewal Initiative programs include the Nigeria Education Data Initiative, NEDI. We recognized data that you cannot improve what you cannot measure. NEDI is building a comprehensive digital platform that captures real-time data on students, teachers, and infrastructures across all the 36 states of the Federation, including a Federal Capital Territory. Already, 26 states have uploaded their school data with geospatial mapping, pinpointing gaps in access and our facilities where we have need to improve infrastructures. The data revolution is ending guesswork in education planning and replacing it with evidence-based policy making, policy intervention, and outcome measurement. Our agenda to quickly reduce our mergery and out-of-school children, Nigeria has taken bold steps to confront the challenge of over 10 million out-of-school children. Through our nursery, the National Commission for Mergery and Out-of-School Children Commission, and partnership with traditional and religious leaders, we're integrating Shangara and community schools into our national framework. We're providing literacy, numeracy, and vocational training, digital learning, while improving infrastructures, security, and psychosocial support. For the first time, our mergery education is being repositioned as a national asset rather than liability. As a special focus on technical and vocational education and training, skills are the currency of the 21st century. A TVET initiative has revamped curriculum, upgraded 38 technical colleges. We've trained over 3,600 instructors. We've accredited more than 1,600 centers and onboarded over 1 million applicants to a digital platform to start giving our citizens the vocational skills they need. As I'm speaking, we've matched about 80,000 students that will be starting their training in the next 1 week. Our expansive agenda on STEM with 2M, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medical sciences. We're doing this to strengthen innovation in critical areas of health, sciences, technology. We're also going to be launching in the next 4 weeks a student venture capital grant, where we'll be giving each student in any of our tertiary institution at 300 level and above, 50 million naira grant to help them move their bench research to market. This is specifically designed to unleash the innate capacity of our Nigerian youth to be entrepreneurs, to be future leaders, to be future employer of labor, and not job seekers. A tertiary education staff support fund, acronym TIPS, was launched about 6 weeks ago for tertiary education academic and non-academic staff. TIPS was launched under the nursery to provide up to 10 million naira in interest-free loan to academic and non-academic staffs of our universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education. It is designed to improve welfare, morale, retention, and performance, ultimately securing better outcomes for students. You've heard about our innovative Diaspora Bridge Program. One of our proudest innovations is the Diaspora Bridge Program. a structured platform for Nigerians and professionals abroad to contribute directly to teaching, research, and innovation back home. You can stay in the comfort of your house, in the comfort of your offices, to start contributing back at home. And we've also designed it in such a way that if any one of you wants to create about 3 weeks time to come to Nigeria to support us in the education system, the government will pay for your passage, will pay for your passage, will pay for your accommodation, will pay for your logistics while you're in Nigeria. We need you, and we've gotten, so far, we've had thousands of people, fellow diasporans like you, enrolled, and we're beginning to now get them to start interfacing with our tertiary institutions. We believe by setting up this diaspora bridge, we're connecting you right back home. This is an opportunity that I want to take advantage of. I'll be sharing the website with you during the course of the day. The program focuses on STEM and is turning brain drain into brain gain, much like what China did, India did, and South Korea. In addition to this reform, we have strengthened direct student support to ensure that no child is left behind in the pursuit of their education. We've also doubled our scholarship award. In just the past 2 years, over 12,000 students have benefited from about 10 billion bursaries. About 9,000 students have received scholarship support of over 4 billion naira. Our First Lady has also launched an aggressive Renewed Hope Initiative Scholars Program. These schemes provide scholarship to deserving students across the nation, amplifying our commitment to inclusive educational access. You've heard about our NER Fund, a Nigerian Education Loan Fund. To this, we have supported about 500,000 Nigerian students, paying so far, in 1 year, we've paid out over 100 billion naira as direct stipend to students and their school fees in the universities. And I can tell you, Mr. President, within the first week of him as being sworn in, said, I have to create access to this timid Nigerian youth. He moved this bill to the National Assembly quickly, and the first time, the president himself looked for funding for the NEFON program. But into the future, is mandated protected funding of well over 400 billion naira annually to support this program. So I'll tell you, please pass the message around. This is loan that you will not pay until you're done from school, you've done finishing your youth service, and even after, when you get a job, you will not be mandated. You won't pay. You use less than 10% of your salary to service this loan. This is creating magic. This is another initiative of empowering our youth across the country. These interventions are targeted to our youth, who represent 70% of Nigerian population. We're deliberately emphasizing STEM courses and TVET skills, equipping this majority of youth to drive technological innovation, productivity, and sustainable economic growth. African too can adopt this model. For across our continent, the demography is really the same. We have young, vibrant, gifted population waiting to be empowered with quality education. And that's what we're doing in Nigeria now. Let's all give a round of applause to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who believes so much in human capital development. At the foundation of learning is the teacher. Without quality teachers, reforms are hollow. That is why we formed the Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria. It's been reorganized, empowered to enforce professional standards, ensure continuous learning, and restore dignity to teaching profession. Nigeria's experience offers lessons for Africa as a whole. If we are to secure Africa's future through education, let me offer 6 critical reforms. Stakeholder inclusion. Government alone cannot educate a nation. The private sector, states, civil society, non-governmental organizations, and international partners must all contribute resources, innovation, and be accountable together. Data-driven planning. Every African country must build a NEDI-type data system. Data is the lifeblood of governance. Without it, we're flying blind. And this is what the president would say. Without data, you're flying blind. With it, we can target resources, close gaps, and measure progress. The number 3, teachers' professionalization and standards. We must invest in teachers' training, welfare, regulation. A teacher who is hungry or untrained cannot inspire the next generation of innovators. Number 4, scholarship and favorable loan program. This is to ensure that as many students as possible are given the access, the opportunity to quality education so as to contribute meaningfully to socio-economic growth of the continent. Number 6, emphasis on STEM and TVET, technical vocational education and training. As Asian Tigers once did, we must guide our students to a life of skills-related courses that would leapfrog our technological development in the continent and make them employers of labor instead of always looking for employment. Political will at the highest level of government to prioritize education. This is perhaps the most important factor in educational development across the continent of Africa. We're particularly lucky in Nigeria to have a president like His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who is leading us in the crusade of transforming education in Nigeria. I must therefore, once again, profusely thank His Excellency, a President, for his guidance, support, and unwavering commitment to education. His renewed hope agenda has given us the vision, the resources, and the political will to re-engineer Nigeria's education sector. The programs I've outlined are possible only because of the leadership and the historic prioritization of education in our national budget. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Africa's future will not be written by chance. It will be written by the quality of the schools we build, the teachers we empower, the data we collect, the scholarship we provide, and the skills we impact on our children. Nigeria is laying that foundation to a Nigeria Education Sector Renewal Initiative and Complementary Student Support Initiative. It is the foundation upon which Africa, too, can build with courage, collaboration, and vision. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is our time to move Africa forward, and taking from the theme of this convention, Africa Rising, Diaspora Relations, Global Perception, and more importantly, Lagos Advantage. To my dear Lagosians, my brothers, my sisters, and being one of your founding members, it's a privilege again to stand before you to address you today as your Minister for Education. God bless you. God bless Eco Club. God bless our president, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you. Blessings.
Thank you so much, sir. You see that Lagos is doing a lot on behalf of the whole country, and I can personally attest to the hard work that the minister is putting in to revolutionize the face of education using AI and partnering with technology leaders like Amazon to really improve the infrastructure and also adapt learning to people across different demography and socio-economic situations. Thank you so much, sir, for that detail. Now, I want to move quickly to the Commissioner of Technology, Science and Technology, to tell us how we are exploring technology and innovation to drive economic growth and development. Thereafter, I will pass on the mic to our high-table distinguished guests to give one or two short speeches of, just how to it before the governor of Lagos State takes the mic. I introduce to you Honorable Alake.
Thank you. Sorry. Good afternoon. Blessings. The Governor of Lagos State, Governor Babajide Olusola Sanwo-Olu, the Honorable Minister, Federal Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, the Ambassador, other distinguished guests, good afternoon, and welcome. I will go straight into my speech, but I brought some slides that would perhaps help follow and contextualize the presentation today. And if we could, is that up? Okay. I hope we can see. Okay. So, distinguished delegates, investors, diasporans, today, let me introduce myself. My name is Tubosun Alake. I'm the Honorable Commissioner for Innovation, Science and Technology in Lagos State. And of course, I work right under our illustrious and amiable governor, who over the past couple of years has initiated what we call the Themes Agenda for Lagos. The Themes Agenda basically starts or stands for traffic and transportation management, health and the environment, education and technology, making Lagos a 21st century city, entertainment and tourism, security and governance, and of course we have the plus, which stands for gender inclusion, youth-led initiatives. And under this themes agenda, we have been initiating many, many tactical projects, as you have all been familiar with. But under all of these initiatives, technology drives them forward. Technology underpins every single strategic pillar. And so today I will be presenting on Lagos, Africa's new innovation capital. So distinguished guests, today I bring you not just vision, but verifiable momentum. Lagos is no longer a potential hub. It is Africa's fastest accelerating heartbeat of innovation and economic scale. Lagos has become Africa's second largest city economy. In 2023, its GDP, that's by purchasing power parity, was about $259.75 billion, right? And that is a World Bank metric, according to purchasing power parity. That is different from nominal GDP. purchasing power parity is a more accurate way of measuring the GDP. It means that what is the purchasing power that a dollar can buy in that particular economy. And it's making it second only to Cairo among African cities. It contributes about 18.4% of Nigeria's total GDP in 2023, and that share rose significantly in 2024. Next slide, please. Over 90% of Lagos's GDP comes from the service sector. In the second quarter of 2024, that figure was up to 91.57%, up slightly from 90.29 in Q1. The service sector dominance underlines that Lagos is not only about industry, but it's about tech, finance, creative, digital services, all areas of high growth return. Now, over the past couple of years, in 2019, Mr. Governor set up what we call the Lagos State Science Research and Innovation Council. This is a body composed of private sector individuals, government, academia, expertise spanning over 100 years, and that body is responsible for resourcing and financing innovative startups in Lagos. So in Lagos today, if you have an idea, if you have an MVP, a minimum viable product in whatever sector, whether agri-tech, construction tech, whether in circular economy and environmental science, or whether in fintech, the LASRIC, the Lagos State Science Research and Innovation Council, can support and fund you. We have periodic call-outs every quarter where we have open call-outs to universities, to schools, to different sectoral stakeholders on different areas of social development that we need to move forward in Lagos. And over the past couple of years, we have funded over 60 startups, some of them in agri-tech, in e-commerce, in fintech. As you would know, Lagos is the largest fintech market in sub-Saharan Africa. In fact, as at this year, in the MENA region, that is the Middle East, North Africa, and Africa region. So that is also as a result of some of the support that we've been giving young startups, young innovators who would not have had the chance if this body did not exist. Last year in 2024, the governor allocated about ₦1 billion for seed startups, pre-seed startups, startups that are at the ideation stage. Today in the United States, many venture capital firms exist that are able to take huge startups to prominence. Now, there is a level under that where a lot of startups fail. And so LASRIC acts as a de-risking agent for those startups at the ideation stage so that they can have higher chances of survival. Not only that, we understand that the unique unit of invention, the United States has the largest invention, research, and development ecosystem in the globe. Today, Lagos State, as the only state in the federation, has initiated the first structured research and development program in Nigeria. The first structured research and development program by any state in the federation. And so today we support over 70 R&D initiatives in different universities. UNILAG, Lagos State University of Science and Research, LASU, Lagos State University, Yaba College of Tech, and other universities. The idea is that to be able to create value, you need to resource research and development. There is know-how. All the Amazons, AWS of today, Google, for instance, was created in a university campus. It was a Stanford PhD project. And so how do we begin to create value in our economy? It's by resourcing research and development. And through the governor's efforts, LASRIC has been supporting R&D projects. Thank you. R&D projects in Lagos. We move on to the Lagos. I think my slides have gone off here. We move on to the Lagos Innovates program, where we funded more than 350 entrepreneurs working across 40 innovation hubs in Lagos. So if you're an entrepreneur in Lagos today, you don't have access to the internet, you don't have a workspace, you don't have the kinds of resources you need to build your company, the Lagos Innovates program helps fund these innovators to give them access to innovation hubs to build their companies, gives them access to internet, electricity, so that their companies can be ready for prime time. And we've been working on this program since 2016. Now, we are built, apart from funding the innovators, the young people, and the research and development projects, we're also building infrastructure at scale. Today, connectivity is a major backbone of economies. The Lagos Metro Fiber project targets 6,000 kilometers of fiber optic deployment across the city. So far, 2,900 kilometers of fiber has been deployed in Lagos, connecting points of interest, public schools, public hospital networks, government buildings. This has increased the connectivity layer. So between 2021 and 2024, over 1 million more people have been connected to the internet in Lagos State. And of course, this is helping the major telecoms companies over their 5G rollout, because for those that are familiar with the telecoms industry, you need the base stations connected by robust fiber backbone. And this is what is helping. Our deployment has been helping the likes of MTN, Airtel connect to their base stations to be able to roll out 5G. Moving further, the governor initiated the Smart City Initiative, and the Smart City Initiative seeks to deliver more efficient city outcomes through the use of technology. Under the Safe City project, we have deployed over 2,000 intelligent video surveillance cameras, all connected to our command and control centers with facial recognition capabilities to coordinate emergency response systems. As you know, the emergency response number, just like you have 911 here, is 112 in Lagos. And that connects to a command and control center, to the ambulance services, to the fire department, and to the neighborhood watch services as well. These intelligent video surveillance cameras are helping to coordinate emergency response and security management in Lagos State today. It is a necessary addition, and we are expanding that infrastructure as well. Also, our intelligent transport systems, which was launched earlier this year, is helping to improve the traffic situation. So in areas in Lagos today, if you run the red light, you will get a ticket on your phone. If you drive with expired tags, for instance, you know, in the US, you cannot drive without an inspection. We call that roadworthiness. So now, if you do not renew your tags, you will get a ticket on your phone. Trust me, I say that because it has even happened to me before. So the system works. So that is the intelligent transport system, which is being deployed to multiple areas in the states today. Okay, so just moving on, we know that Lagos State is also at the cusp of massive policy formulation. Today, we have the Lagos State Innovation Bill that is being formulated. The idea is to incentivize research and development and innovation in the state. Today, the United States, 70% of R&D funds in the United States comes from the private sector. 30% is government. So the Innovation Bill seeks to incentivize private sector contribution to research and development. How can we drive the creative process, the invention process in Lagos? The Innovation Bill seeks to do that today. It is at the formulation stage. It also has a returnee research programs. Nigerian diaspora experts, scientists that are willing to initiate R&D projects to the betterment of Nigeria. There is a provision for a returnee research program in that bill. You can go to innovationbill.lagosstate.gov.ng to be able to look at that and contribute to the formulation of that bill. I'm being hurried here, so I cannot tell you the entirety of this bill, but the presentation will be here for those that need to see it so that you can look at it. Again, we are driving massive investments in high-capacity data centers as well to drive AI capability. Over the past 2 years, about $1.5 billion in data center investment has flowed into Lagos, trying to prepare us for the GPUs that will be able to house African-centered large language models, right? For those in AI, you know what I'm talking about. But basically, to round up, the idea is that Lagos State is now the innovation capital of the global South. It's important that as diasporans, you contribute to that growth and not be left behind by the fast-moving train that is Lagos innovation. Today, we are pioneering many things in AI, in infrastructure, data centers, connectivity, research and development, catalyzing the innovation process. And we must give a round of applause to our governor. I've only said a few of what we are doing. But please contribute to many of our programs. I told you about the innovation bill. Go look at it, contribute to that policy to be able to make Lagos State not just the innovation capital of Africa, but the innovation capital of the globe. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, Tubosun. Tubosun is part of the story. 25 years ago, his dad was part of the convention. 25 years later, Tubosun is here. Thank you so much. What we want to do, our governor has been so gracious he has asked us to move the Jumat service till 2:30 so that he can also make his speech and that of the governor. Then the afternoon session will come much later. But what we want to do now is to allow our dignitaries who flew first class from Nigeria to US to give us at least 1 minute goodwill messages. Just 1 minute, you know. So starting from our dad, Basharun J. Kirando, we are not doing justice to what you do very well. I know 1 minute is not enough for you to say something, but you have another time, another opportunity to make a speech tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, Basharun J. Kirando, a goodwill message for Eco Club International.
Because I've been given only 1 minute, I have just enough time to disclose what Otumba Sija Abbas didn't want you to know. By my next birthday, I will be 82 years old. Wow. Secondly, I want to align myself with the commendations which have been showered on the President, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because a few weeks ago, I was part of the delegation of Old Boys of King's College who appealed to him. We went to see him, and he graciously granted us management, and he's going to hand over King's College to the Old Boys. For that, he deserves it. I have 30 seconds left, so that leaves me just enough time to commend Governor Sanwo-Olu for everything he has done for Lagos. But that is not surprising because, like me, he comes from Okepopo, and when I was at Lagos Government School, virtually every morning we pass in front of the family house. So I know his grandfather, I know his father, and I think we are also related through the O.G. Martin's line. Before I sit down, let me remind you of some of the things that you will not be aware of. Up to 1960, American degrees were not recognized in Nigeria. And also, when I was Pro-Chancellor and Governor of the Governing Council of LASU, on an occasion like this, I reminded the students that they should go be good, great ambassadors for LASU, work hard, and all these things that one would say as a parent. And I told them that they must shun corruption. And one of the students got up and said, "Sir, your generation has enjoyed corruption. Now that it's a turn to enjoy it, you want to stop it, we will never agree." Lastly, we as professionals, we have our own metrics for measuring economic progress. We apply economic theory, applied economics, economic history. But the most important one is common sense. And Governor Sanwo-Olu, as well as the President, and indeed the Minister of Education, they've all demonstrated massive amounts of common sense, and I commend you for it. Lastly, in Okebopo, where I grew up, just everybody recognized that the most reliable barometer for economic progress was the woman selling wosi-wosi. There was one on every corner of every street in Lagos. So while we are taking great account of the very fantastic things delivered by Adebinkwe, AI, if it comes to a choice between AI and wosi-wosi, I will vote for wosi-wosi. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well, AI seeks to foster connection, not dismiss connection between people and machine. So thank you, sir. I'll give it to the former Speaker of the House.
Blessings. Blessings. Well, when you ask a speaker to speak for 1 minute, all he can say is, we thank God for today. I'm a very happy person that I'm able to make it here to be part of this program. I've always been part of Eco Club International Convention from the days when our Egon used to lead us to all this, and the days of our Baba, the president himself, while he was in office and even after office. One of them that I will never forget is the one in Chicago, where one of the takeaways I had there, a member of the Congress, a congressman there, God bless you, Davis. He said, flattery is like a perfume. You smell it, don't swallow it. And today, 25 years of Eco Club International. We thank God. Thank you all for all you have been doing. God bless you all. Please, lest I forget, Eco Club should not die. And for Eco Club to continue to live, let's make sure that our children are part of this. I'm so happy for our son. Thank you, Honorable Mr. Governor, for having our son in your cabinet. The Commissioner for Science and Technology is our son. The father, Dele Alake, was part of the group that grew Lagos, and he is there now. So Eco Club International will grow when we bring all our children into the net. God bless you all, and thank you, Mr. Governor. Thank you, Honorable Minister, for all you are doing and for coming, for finding time to come here. 1 minute, Abby.
Yeah. Thank you. 1 minute. Distinguished Senator, over to you.
Allow me to stand on the well-established protocol. However, I want to recognize and appreciate the presence of our governor here, because for those of us who live with him in Lagos, we know how busy and how crazy things can get in Lagos. So thank you for finding time to come. I will not thank Alausa. Alausa is one of you. So he's just representing you in Nigeria. So he's doing his job by being here to show support. And, well, I was never officially a member. So I'm a member of a co-club but in Nigeria. But I must also recognize our Egbo and leader in the person of Bashorun J.K. Randu. You see, some of us, when we were growing up, he was a source of inspiration and a role model of what being a good negotiator should be. I thank you for all you have done for Lagos and all that you will continue to do. Thank you very much, sir. And permit me to, first of all, also congratulate you as you celebrate 25 years anniversary. It's not a joke to come in the last 25 years every year and days in between to struggle to bring an association or a platform to the level to which you have brought it. And I have also been part of it from the beginning because I know the history of what led to the formation of Eco Club International. And that goal, to a reasonable extent, has been met. So congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. And I must also add that there are names that in the last 10, 15 years have been synonymous with Eco Club, the likes of T.J. Abbas, T.J. O.J. Lawal, and a host too numerous to mention. I salute all of you, and I give you kudos for what you have done. You see, my brother said one thing, was one of the things that the two of us were talking about here. There's a Yoruba saying, ẹ̀sìn téèyàn bá ń ṣe tí ò bá fi lọ́mọ lọ́wọ́, ẹ̀sìn yẹn máa parun ni. So this is a challenge that will test your strength and character as a body. I look around, I see aging population. No, I am being honest. I'm not saying no. The younger elements, the younger elements in the hall are not as much as it should be or it can be. We can have a hall filled with younger generation. I want you to take up this challenge and deliver on it. And let me, how can I stand there and conclude without urging you to continue to support the great state of Lagos? Let us find a way. You have done well. You have done so many things. That started with allowing Alausa, when I was a commissioner. I can recall Alausa leading a team, bringing so many equipment for LASU at that infancy stage. And that you have done so many. But that we must continue and also pass it to the next generation. Let us together make Lagos a shining example of what is possible, not only in Nigeria, but in Africa. Finally, there is a saying, I want to accredit it to our former vice principal when I was in secondary school. Whenever we are approaching examination, the day the exam will start, he will come to the hall, when we are assembled there, after all the songs and whatever, I will say, I pray those who fail, and those who pass, should pass. I wish you a successful election tomorrow. Blessings.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please tell all members to please come in. The governor is about to make a speech. We are going to improvise a little bit. The afternoon session continues. If you don't have the time to speak now, you have an opportunity to speak much later. All the panelists that are supposed to give a speech, you have it, because the governor will still come back after our Jumat prayer. But let me say this. The governor has been so generous to us, giving us 50 units, housing units. And just like Oliver Twist, we are going to ask for more. Just like Oliver Twist, Asiwaju gave us 40 employment opportunities for Eco Club International family members. We want to ask for more. Fashola gave us opportunities to our professionals through Dr. Kayode Okpeifa. We want to ask for more. And most significantly, even though we are not announcing it, His Excellency, thank you. Thank you. We are not going to announce it now. Announce it for you see. The money is huge. The money is huge. You use this share will be. Wait. Hey, Joko. I just told you, I just thanked the governor for the financial donation, Abi. More will be coming. For combine, all members, please come in. I want everybody to be seated. Alhaji Kokola, get all those members outside to please come in now. The number one citizen of Lagos State is about to make an inspiring speech. I want every one of you to please come forward and listen. I want everybody to be seated too. Nobody should be standing. Nobody should be standing. Please grab a seat. Put your phone in silence. Dr. Abayomi Akim Pham, our senior legislative aide, you have an opportunity to speak after the Jumat service. Thank you for your understanding. Thank you so much. Are we all ready? Are we all ready to bring the executive governor of Lagos State into our midst? A standing ovation for Dr. Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. Bigpe, do you want to say a few things before the governor speaks? Governor Tidro, well, we won't allow that. It's ready.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody can be blind to the recent innovation and complete transformation of the infrastructure of Lagos State. You can see it, you can feel it, so there is no denying. And for us to really key into all of this development now and the future, it's important to hear from the governor on how Lagos Advantage we are using it to urban innovation and diaspora investments. So pay attention and listen carefully. Thank you, Mr. Governor. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Please let's give her a big round of applause as well. Egbon Tuma Abbas, thank you very much. You had made all of his plans worth the while. You can see that I'm truly an excited person today, and it's indeed an honor, a very unique honor that God has made it possible. Almighty God has made it possible for me to be here today. More so on a Friday, which is a day of prayers, and I will not stand between you and your prayers in another 25, 30 minutes. We will still come back because I'm here the whole day. You will stretch, you will fresh. You will ask me all of your difficult questions and all the ones that you have troubling you. I mean, I'm here with you, and we'll try and resolve and pass on all of the messages that is important. I want to stand on the very well-established protocol. All my egbons, our daddies here, all of them on the high table, they've all been acknowledged in one form or the other, so that I don't waste a lot of time. Please permit me to acknowledge and to recognize each and every one of you. But I will say that our current president, Said Olusi, he was my younger colleague in the banking industry. My bank was the last place he worked before he jackpot about 20 years ago. So like I would do the normal blessings. Blessings. There's also one or two people that have not been acknowledged. There's an honorable member from our constituency in Lagos Island, Honorable Larry Afini. He's one of our sons. He's the one representing Lagos State Constituency 2 in the Lagos State House of Assembly. There's also one of my youngies, Dr. Ore Fini. She's a daughter to the famous Dr. Fini. She's my essay on SGD. And another Lagosian, Professor Akin Abayomi, who I'm sure he will also speak. Peregrino is here. Bawala is here, and all of course, FAM is part of all of us. So thank you very, very much. Thank you. Princess, voila. Princess is here. She's the special advisor to the president on homegrown feeding, and she was in my cabinet before. Very powerful, very hardworking Princess Adeboale. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. There are so many of us here today. As you can see, that I'm here not only in my own capacity, but also in a capacity as representative of His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a founding member of the Eco Club International, and the 12th Governor of Lagos State. It's indeed an honor that I respectfully bring the best wishes and His good tidings to all of you. And so I stand here with great pleasure and a privilege that we're here in the city of New Jersey, a state of liberty and prosperity, for your 14th biannual and 25th anniversary of Eco Club International, a historic commemoration bringing together leaders, visionaries, investors, innovators, the youth of Nigeria and diaspora. Looking at the program and all of the great works that you have all put into this 3-day event, youth event, historic cultural tours, community outreach, economic sessions, it goes to show that you've put a lot of planning into this. Funds have been raised in advance to ensure that you have a laudable program. I so want to commend and congratulate you all on this very successful hosting. You have once again raised the bar. We are proud to be associated with you as fellow Lagosians, as fellow Nigerians. Eco Club International is where Eco meets the world, in line with our stated mission of bridging generations and building communities worldwide. For the past 25 years, you have stayed true to this mission, connecting Lagosians across the globe through your 25 chapters in North America, in Europe, and also in Nigeria. And you are not just passively connecting Lagosians, you're also very actively implementing community development projects in healthcare missions, in educational intervention, in scholarship, in transforming the life of multitude of Lagosians. Right from the start in 1999, Eco Club International story has been one of service. It's been one of sacrifice and celebration of our very rich cultural heritage. And there's so much to celebrate, given the history and the status of Lagos, a global megacity that has never lost touch with its roots, combining its different aspects into an irresistible, colorful, and vibrant tapestry. For centuries, Lagos welcomed adversaries. It welcomes adventurers. It welcomes traders, merchants, tourists, touring from the nooks and crannies. They've welcomed all sorts of slave routes from near and from across the ocean. Yesterday, I heard the story of a fourth generation that it was from Lagos, but he lives in Atlanta. And his great-great-grandfather was taken as a slave. Lagos comes with a lot of history like that. Its sons and daughters have also ventured across the world, where they have made their mark. And the Eco Club International is a perfect example of this. They are convening thousands of diasporan Lagosians who never stops thinking about home and how they can contribute to make Lagos, our heritage, a better place for all of us. And so today, I bring you greetings once again from His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, who I'm sure you all know he would want to be here with you, and who you also know too well, with the likes of Professor Amuo and all of the people that set up this body 25 years ago. He brings you compliments, he brings good greetings, he brings best wishes, and I'm sure that you know that his heart and his mind is with you. But that's not the news. The news is that this great son, this great Nigerian, this outstanding Lagosian is making you proud back home in your country. This man, in just over 2 years, has done a lot of impossible, has transformed and has changed life. He has, indeed, been not only audacious, he has set up reform that has birthed our country into one of the places of choice of investment, worldwide now. Nigeria consistently in the last 2 years has been a heaven of foreign direct investment. And I can tell you, because Lagos has continued to be a major beneficiary of that. You've seen his economic blueprint, how very early in his administration, he was able to remove the very, very unequal subsidy removal of petroleum price. As a governor, I can tell you that we have seen the benefit of that intervention clearly, because we're seeing revenues and all of the leakages and loss of revenue in our country that people usually say before, that we don't even know where those things are. We've seen the increase in the contribution and in the production of our products, petroleum products. We used to be under 1 million. At best, it was 1.1 million barrels per day. Now we're getting close to 2 million barrels per day, 1.8, 1.9. When they used to lose hundreds of thousands of barrels to theft, now less than 10,000 is what is lost. So this man has indeed transformed what nobody believed could happen under his economic agenda. We've seen the unification of a currency. Yes, you can say that it was high compared to what it was 3 years ago, but it's very stable. And for any business, stability is what you require. And you're beginning to see that the Naira is actually getting stronger now. It's getting stronger now, and it's getting much more predictable. It's not yo-yo that it used to be. And so these are some of the very strong economic reforms that he has brought about. He's also been able to reduce the level of inflation on a gradual basis in the last 1 year. We've seen a consistent drop in inflation in our country. We can report and we can tell you because we're seeing it. We've also seen a growth in our GDP. In the last 1 year, every quarter, our GDP is going up. Every quarter. We've seen a reduction in the full level of borrowing, for external borrowing that we had. He has been able to pay a significant amount of those foreign currency borrowing. And so as we're increasing production, as we're reducing inflation, as we're growing the GDP, he's also using the money to pay some of our foreign loans and foreign debt, and we're beginning to see a more stronger, economy, a more predictable economy, and we're beginning to also see improvement in quality of life. Is it the infrastructure we want to talk about? I'm a beneficiary of the famous Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. This is an highway that has come to reality. It is our own waterfront on Miami Beach. It's our own waterfront on Los Angeles that is happening in Lagos all the way 700 kilometers to Calabar. And to date, they've built over 60 kilometers of that. And we're seeing it real. Three lanes right by the coastline, right from Victoria Island, where you have the turning into Ahmadu Bello, going towards Eco Hotel, all the way. They are getting to the end of Lagos now, and they are doing it in 3 different locations. They've even started another one from Calabar. So it's not just on the Lagos side, they are starting also from Calabar. We've started also the Badagry-Sokoto Superhighway. They've started from Sokoto on this one. And so it's not just, if you hear those words, they're not just lip service. Mr. President have started this work and is running, and his government is changing lives and is building in different parts of the country. There's development going on. You've seen what the Honorable Minister of Education, just him, has been able to roll out, during his own speech. You can imagine what is happening in health. You can imagine what is happening in health. We're seeing a fundamental shift in our health system, and the minister, who is also the minister controlling, social services, is such a fantastic guy, Professor Pate, and we're seeing improvement also in our health facilities. We're seeing improvement, if you go to Nigeria now, better ambience in our airports. The Minister for Interior, you think that they are not in the same Murtala Mohammed Airport that you know. You can see it. You can see how long it takes you to get a Nigerian passport now. It's not what it used to be, where it takes months and months. Now, within weeks, we've seen all of those things, coming up. And so you can see that he's a man that has come, that is working, that has rolled off his sleeves, and is a man that all of you here need to be truly proud of, being a member of the Eco Club International. He is one of you that you have borrowed to the country to work, and is not disappointing you. He's not disappointing you. He has come here to give you the assurance, and we can tell you that as our President and Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces, we're excited and we're happy with what he is doing. Our prayer is that God Almighty, Almighty Allah, will strengthen him, will give him good health, strong mind, to continue to do and to do well. Today, you have also asked me to come and speak on Lagos Advantage, urban innovation and the diaspora investment, a topic that is very dear to my heart. Anyone who knows me knows how enthused I am when it's time for us to talk about our Lagos, your Lagos, a place of pride for all of us. It's not just a Lagos of Lagos, it's a Lagos of Africa, it's a Lagos of the world now. The Lagos Advantage is a very pleasing phrase to my ears. It recognizes the edge we have as Africa's model mega city. Let me start by sharing, just in the last 1 month, some of the things that makes the Lagos Advantage, what it is. Just in the last two couple of weeks. Just 2 weeks ago, Lagos emerged as a host city for the 2027 edition of Inter-Africa Free Trade Agreement. This will be the largest congregation, of commerce and finance in the whole of the continent. Lagos will be hosting this before the end of next year. They call it 2010, but it's going to be hosted by the end of 2026. We're expecting over 10,000 exhibitors, all from African countries, and we're expecting that from that business alone, we could see a growth of about 5 to 6 billion markets, being exchanged. That right have just been given to Lagos just 2 weeks ago. And so Lagos will be taking advantage, of that. And why not Lagos? 2 weeks ago again, Lagos hosted a global technology fair, which is called the GITEX. I'm sure you know it. It used to be hosted in Dubai. For the first time, it came to Lagos. where over 78 countries globally came to participate, where Tubosun said to over 700 tech startups, all of them young, innovative, entrepreneurial spirit, Nigerians, Lagosians, were able to showcase to the world. Had over 10,000 participants from 78 countries, at that sitting alone. At the beginning of this month alone, again, Lagos also celebrated 2 years of the commercial, what we call the commercial movement on the Blue Line. The Blue Line, which is one of our own flagship means of public transportation, has been running for the past 2 years. The Blue Line has carried over 5 million passengers without any single, fatality. There has not been any single downtime, and it is one of, our major infrastructural renewal that we have in Lagos. We've also seen in the last 1 month, the phase 3 launch of the Red Line and the Green Line, which I will talk about in the course of my speech. You are beginning to see that indeed your Lagos is taking a rightful position as Africa's model megacity. At the end of August 2025, Lagos again make history for the shipment, for the first time, that gasoline was shipped from Lagos, the Dangote refinery, here into America. So you can tell your American colleagues and friends that indeed we're shipping from Nigeria, from Lagos, we're shipping petroleum products into American soil. Tell them that it is happening right from your own state, from your own city, where over 300,000 barrels of petroleum were shifted from a single train refinery. I'm sure you all know that the Dangote refinery is the biggest, largest single train refinery in the entire world, is also in your Lagos. And to anyone who knows the story of Nigeria will appreciate how much of a breakthrough this is. A country that has grown from exporting crude before, from importing refined, now we're exporting the products. It is a story that is designed to make your Lagos, our Lagos, a story that delights everybody worldwide. The free trade zone in Lagos is the largest free zone by the number of participating countries. It's the largest free zone by the number of participating countries, also in your Lagos. But the good news is that I was a small honorable commissioner like Tubosun 22 years ago with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who conceived the idea of the Lekki Free Trade Zone then. We went together right around the country, and today, the Lekki Free Trade Zone is a place of pride for all of us. He was the governor when the idea came. We were in a cabinet with him, and we're happy that what he batted at that time is a successful story. I was Commissioner for Commerce, Trade and Investment at that time, and we went around the country, and today we're beginning to see the story, the story of the Lekki Free Trade Zone. Today, that area boasts of not only industrial and commercial, is also the home to the largest deep sea port in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa, the Lekki Deep Sea Port. So we're saying this because it's an opportunity for me to rehash and to tell you that your state, your city, your Lagos has grown significantly from where you left it 15, 20, 25 years ago. And it's a place that you can indeed look back on and know that there are great things happening there. And that is why the Lagos advantage is about all of us. A bold vision, followed by diligent implementation, and not stopping or slowing down until the vision becomes a reality. Everything I'd mentioned above has come all within the past couple of months. So let's look ahead. Also, why not Lagos? In the month of October, Lagos also will be hosting the equivalent of Formula One, which is what they call the E1 Sport, which is the first time an E1 Sport is coming to Africa. Join us, from October 2nd to October 5th is exactly when you have the Formula One on the land. Now they have E1 Sport on water. And so on your coastline in Lagos, that same line that you have, that crosses no, the one that crosses from Falomonda Bridge that goes towards Lekki is going to turn into a global world stage. And look out for that, meaning the first week in October, where all of the E1 sport competitors globally will be coming. And so that will afford us the opportunity once again to showcase the Lagos Lagoon, one of the defining features of our heritage, a beloved asset that is weighted with boundless historic significance and economic potential. The Lagos advantage, the Lagos edge, is anchored firmly on a very energetic, self-renowned spirit of the audacity of innovation in Lagos. There's a famous saying by a philosopher that says, a ship in harbor is safe, but it is not what ships are built for. Ships are not just meant for harbor. They are meant to sail. So the story of Lagos is not a story of stagnancy. It's a story that is in motion. It's a story of prosperity. It's a story of the can-do spirit that Lagosians continues to have. You've seen what we've also done with the Eko Atlantic, which was a city that came from the ruins of the problem that we had in Victoria Island that has now become the heaven, the new Lagos that is rising right from the shoreline. And again, it is our Mr. President that had a vision 25 years ago. We're also part of his cabinet, and today the Eko Atlantic is history, and it is history for some of you to come. We are seeing skyscrapers coming out of the Eko Atlantic, 30-story building, 25-story building, 35-story buildings are part of the things that are coming out on Eko Atlantic. And guess what? The American U.S. consulate is building the largest consular building in the entire world inside Eko Atlantic. The largest. They're building the largest consular building, the largest in the whole world. The America are building it also in your Eko Atlantic. So you can see that your Lagos, your Eko, is not just stopping. It's not waiting. It is a place of advantage. It's a place of pride. It's a place of joy. It's a place of strong heritage that you cannot forget. And it's in challenging the notion that Lagos does not have space. You know that the issue, which is what we say, Lagos is the smallest city in the country, less than 0.35% of the landmass of the country is what Lagos occupies. Less than 0.35. We're not up to 0.5% of the landmass of the country. And 1/3 of that is also water. So it's inside that small space that we call home that we're making the best thing of heaven for ourselves. We're building, for your information, even while we don't have land, we're building the largest logistics hub in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa in Lagos. It's in Ekpe, for my Ekpe people. Mr. Speaker, you know it. It's the largest logistics hub. The phase 1 of it will be ready in December for Mr. President to come and commission. We're not stopping there. We have built the largest rice mill in the country, in Ekpe, in Imota rice mill, also in Lagos, so that even when we don't have the land, we can make the production and we can feed our people. We can provide the infrastructure to ensure that even if they go and grow it, we will come and receive it and we'll go and feed our people and eat it, in Lagos. So that's why Lagos will continue to remain that. We're building the largest pediatric hospital, your old Mercy Children Hospital. We're building the largest pediatric hospital right on Nigerian Yadele. Tubos, you don't have the picture here. Tell them to show you the picture at home. It's going to be the biggest. I'm going to call it the Mercy Children, the new Mercy Children Hospital, so that the old one that you know inside Lagos Island, we're now building the bigger one right, in front of Sapas on Lagos Island. That will be the largest pediatric hospital in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa. We're not stopping there. We're building the largest cardiac and renal center in Ojo, so that we have spread around, also in Ojo local government. We're building the largest mental health facility in Ketu again, a 1,000 bed, because of all of the incidents, People never want to talk about it. But we're ensuring that whatever we built in Lagos stands for today and for the future generation that are coming behind us. And so we want to ensure that your Lagos continue to remain first in all of this. That is what Lagos is about. It's about challenging the myth and defining stereotypes. Eko Gbagbere is not just a slogan, it is in our DNA. Since the return of democracy in 1999 and the solid foundation that our 12th governor, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we have made remarkable progress taming and slaying the challenges confronting us. In 1999, you heard unfortunate incident of COVID-19. Professor Abayomi was here. Lagos was the epicenter, and with him and with all of us working, we were able to stand the virus, Ebola and coronavirus, COVID-19, that it did not consume us against what the people were expecting that we will not be able to respond. But we've shown that Lagos is also resilient, is capable to innovate. Available data also shows that year on year, we've seen that over 60 to 70% of foreign direct investments that come into the country come into your Lagos. Year on year. Tubosun could not roll out all of those statistics enough. And a whole lot of this investment are in information, are in technology, they are in new areas of creative industry, new areas of entertainment, and these are some of the service industries that makes Lagos what it is. In 2024, Nigeria saw remittance of over 20 million diasporan into the country. I think Mrs. Diaspora had mentioned it, and we need to commend you. We need to thank you all, for that. These remittances, I'm sure it has helped all of us. It has helped your direct dependents, back at home, and I want to commend you for those support. And so I'm here today. I'm here today to pitch for a greater level of diasporan investment. It is difficult for remittances that want to just send typical thing. No. We want you to make investment back home. We want you to go beyond just sending money. We want you to see that your state, your Lagos, is also ready to take your investment, is also ready to make your investment safe, secure, and function for you. Do not get it wrong. We know how difficult it could be here, but be rest assured that your state, your Lagos, is also willing and able to take it. What are we saying? Investment back home is an investment into your future. Investment back home is an investment that ensures that you are part of the growth potential that we're seeing in Lagos. Lagos has abundance of investment opportunity from education, which our minister has said. There are new universities that we're building. Our administration moved the university from 1, which was LASU, to 3. We've built 2 additional universities. The minister also wants to give us a 4th one, as part of state-owned universities because we believe, in opportunity of ensuring that our tertiary institutions are always the best. And LASU, which is our jewel, like he had said, LASU, which is our jewel, is the best, foremost sought-after university in the whole country today. In the next 2 weeks, we'll be commissioning the biggest library in the whole country inside LASU. The biggest library in the whole country inside LASU. These are some of the things that is happening. There's opportunity in healthcare. There's a lot of opportunity in entertainment, in tourism, in logistics, in estate development, in agriculture. All of these things brings about fresh opportunity. Your Lagos have over 25 million people. They need to feed. They need to wear something. They need to innovate. They need to create something. So it is a market that is ready to be explored. It's a market that is ready to have your investment. Don't let people that do not have the history come and take the full benefit of your heritage. Don't let them. Look at it, think through it. We will work with you to de-risk your fears. We will work with you to ensure that we can handhold you and help you, safeguard those investments. It's time for you to not take a backseat because others are taking those advantage. Others are taking, the very, very opportunity that our forefathers have given to us. So we cannot take a backseat, on that, and we cannot take no for an answer. That's one of the reasons I'm here, to be able to allay your fears, to be asked difficult questions, and be able to give you the assurances that is needed, for you at this time. And so I'm asking you to engage with the reality that we have, the opportunity that we have, which includes, incredible, positive, what better time when one of you is a president? What better time when I'm here standing as your governor? What better time with all of the array of people? Mama Diaspora is one of us. There's no better time. And so, for me, it's a clarion call. And like everybody had said, we also have to now begin to do a lot of transition. You have to also now begin to get your words, your children, your dependents, to understand and to appreciate that home is home. The opportunities are there. They're enormous. Believe me, it's not the same Lagos that you left 10, 15 years ago. The amount of opportunity, the amount of people that are wanting to seize, what they've seen in the state, it's incredible. It is enormous, it's incredible. There is virtually no part of Lagos that is not being developed. Virtually no part of it. And it's concurrent and consistent development in all nooks and crannies of the state. As we speak today on the island of Lagos, there are about 19 skyscraper buildings that are going on concurrently. 19. None of them is less than a 22-story building. 19 of them. So you are going to come and see that what just happened. And so I want you to come and take advantage of this. And take advantage, and that's one of the reasons why you have this club. That's one of the reasons why you must also be able to walk among yourself and take the full benefit of it. And I'll tell you some of the things that we're doing. The whole of the Pelewura that you know in Lagos Island, it's gone because we want to regenerate the whole place. Maborije markets, for people that know Lagos Island, Bombata by that corner piece. We're redeveloping all of them. We're bringing housing estate, we're bringing malls that will make sure that it is ingenious and it is for the indigent. So you cannot sit back and not take full advantage of it. Ask the questions. At Bombata, we have started the redevelopment. By that junction on the left, we're building an housing estate there. On the right, they just did the groundbreaking about 3 weeks ago of new shopping mall that is coming there. This is your heritage. As we're speaking, we're doing new drainage construction, the whole of Oroyi, Ojogiwa, up onto Princess, all of them. If you come around now, you will miss Adeniji Adele. You'll be wondering, is it the same Adeniji Adele? We've done phase 1, we've started phase 2, all the way to Igadugoran. And once you do investment in infrastructure, the value of the real estate there goes up. Come and take full advantage of it. The quality of the regeneration will be next to none. Come and take full advantage of it. That's what regeneration is all about. And in all of those inner streets where we're cleaning them up, ask the questions. We don't want to lose our heritage. We don't want you not to be happy coming back and seeing developments. We're not static people. And we've said so that Lagosians have the DNA of audacious moves. That's what I want you to. And as your governor, I'm not just coming here to just talk. I have to leave something back on the table for you. So, Amazon America be no lane. So, just for you to know that I'm serious and I'm committed, I'm going to open up opportunities for you. I want to make it available. Within the next 60 to 90 days, I'm going to hold some investment in housing estate that we've done, exclusive for some of you that can afford it. We have, because we don't have that much space inside Lagos Island, we have an housing estate in Ajara Badagry that is due for commissioning. I will reserve some for Eco International. We have, I'm coming. We have at Idale in Badagry, and we'll send all of the pictures so that you can take advantage. We have in Odonosa, in Igbogbo, in Epe. We have in Egoigodo, in Alimosho. All of them are ready. The one that will be for Lagos Island, if that is it, because we want to do regeneration in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, phase 4, they will be the first beneficiaries of those ones. So I cannot assure that. But because of the existing people that are in phase 1, 2, 3, because some of them are going down, and it won't be under my watch that anything will happen. So we have to start the regeneration in that place. Right? But in these places that I've mentioned, even as diasporans, you can, and the amount will be communicated, I will hold it. Because the pressure is once we commission those houses, other people, so we can calm it down and make some of these things available, for you, and make it a source of encouragement. If you have a flat in Badagry, in Ajara, I tell you, we build the road from Igomu to Badagry, and it takes less than 30 minutes. Hello? And I'm not joking. Excuse me. Takes less than 30 minutes. The roads have been widening. There are 5 lanes. 5 lanes. There are 10 lanes from Orile all the way. So everywhere is interconnected. The train on Blue Line is still going all the way to Okokomaiko. So if you get to Okokomaiko, if you hop on your train, you can get to Lagos Island in 20-25 minutes. So it's all interconnected. The green line if not, we're opening it up for, So we are among ourselves now. These things, it will be, and they are all plug and play. So we're giving options. They're all plug and play, and these are things that you can, be very courageous to make those investments and to see. And that's one of the reasons why I'm so happy that I can make this trip. I can give you those commitments. I think it's about time where we need to go and pray, and I'm going to, end it now, but come back after the prayer, take other things, and we can expand, and we can take all these things so far. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our governor. Now, bẹ́ẹ̀ iṣẹ́ wa, ìgboro ni ẹ wò, bẹ́ẹ̀ All right, thank you. What we will do now, what we'll do now, Atulio Jilawa will say a couple of thank you message to the governor, maybe 2 minutes. Then, of course, Adebikpe will take it home. Then we all need to come back again after the Jumat. We prepared lunch for our guests. After lunch, then we'll come back and then the presentation continues. But His Excellency, before you came, I also want to acknowledge what our sister has done, Chief Dr. Princess Remi Adebowale. The 50 units that you allocated for Eco Club International at Imota would not have been possible without her delivering the letter to you, which you signed. We truly appreciate you, sir. May God continue to be with you. In case you do not know, the Presidential Award is tonight. We are giving an award to all those dignitaries that are here for their meritorious contribution to the development of Lagos State. And of course, tonight, we are going to induct our governor as the patron of Eco Club International. So on that note, Antonio Jilawa, over to you. Adebikpe, over to you. Thank you.
Blessings, members. Can I seek your indulgence and ask you to please sit down? Please sit down for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. My speech is not long. Please sit down. If you are standing, please sit down. To my Honorable Governor of Lagos State, I thank you. I applaud you. And please let me get you to sit down, because what I'm about to say will be something that I believe you need to hear before we go for prayer and before we go for lunch. Therefore, my Honorable, I know you want to get Governor engaged. I will let you, but let me take this moment to thank him first. My Honorable Governor, I want to say thank you. On behalf of all these members, I want to say we appreciate you. We appreciate your time. We appreciate what you stood up here to announce to us today. We had this type of commitment only from Asiwaju. We've had some governor after you that came before you that we do get their support, but not to the level that we see this morning. We want to thank you. To our members, you get it flat out. The governor is very plain spoken. Therefore, the job is on us, our executives, so we can start getting things ready, so that when this allocation comes, your chapter will know how many is coming to your chapter, who are the people who are interested, and we will get the picture before anything happens, what I call the renditions of what will be built over there. Therefore, it's not something that they're going to sit and wait for you forever. It's when it comes out, get it. And this is the way of Lagos State saying thank you. And Lagos State is looking for you to go back and invest in Lagos State. There will be question and answer session after prayer, after lunch. Please prepare your question. Our Honorable Governor and all the guests on the high table. Our Executive Governor, thank you for the correction. Thank you so much for the correction. And then come back with your question. Our Executive Governor has told us that he will be back after lunch. Please get your question ready. And this is an opportunity to really know that you belong to something very important and special. Take the message that we've been preaching all over these years. Let's start grooming our children. Any organization that does not have continuity is going to be a dead organization. Legacy is important, and God will make it easy for each and every one of us. I'm going to yield to my coordinator. Please take it over.
Thank you so much. Who else is bursting with pride? I am a proud Lagosian. Thank you so much, Mr. Governor, for all those wonderful developments. We are also very privileged to be part of those opportunities. So I will tell you, Lagos is a promise of excellence, resilience, and as you can see, transformation and opportunities. I'm going to close it out. Just this session, we're coming back. I have all your questions here, and I'm sure the governor will be ready to answer them. Thank you so much. Don't sleep on it.
Hey, photo session with the governor before he leaves.
Okay, so. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. See you later. Did you master? Yeah.